That's the mentality we're thugging. That's the way I choose to live. That's the mentality we're thugging. Thugging till the day I die. T-H-U-G-E-B. That's the mentality we're thugging. That's the way I choose to live my life. T-H-U-G-E-B. That's the mentality we're thugging. Thugging till the day I die. World, everywhere be the same zone. Niggas struggle daily, gotta survive. It's worldwide. Even niggas in Paris and London, they hustling, doing whatever to get the money. Taking out a whole world, do it with us. But you gotta keep it real if you wanna make it do it. Make it a bigger notice for your kids. Gotta handle your business, gotta get it into it, and then you gotta get the find of it. And that's real, really. My guns feeling, put your fist up in the air, yeah. Nigga coming to the war, and I'ma meet you niggas there. Ready to rub and I swear, we coming from everywhere. From my fellows and prayer. Fuck them, nigga that's doing the enemy now. Eliminate, I'm taking out the frustration. On the world, get them back for the play. Hey, so come on, we gotta roll. You ain't know, they ain't ready for the war. I'm rich, ain't some here, the rest to the bone. Total control, make them feel the pain and do double O. It's the end of the road, so what you gon' do? I'ma ride, you can die, get the phone to. Put on them real folks, come on, move. Get your suits on, boots on. Just keep it on. T-A-U-G-U-U, that's what it be. Across the nation, pump the best and get ready to listen. Occasion, you better fade on. I'm gonna see it, y'all niggas better roll with this as we split. Fuck that, we put it. That's the mentality. T-A-U-G-U-U, that's the mentality. That's the way I choose to live my life. T-A-U-G-U-U, that's the mentality. Thugging till the day I die. T-A-U-G-U-U, that's the mentality. That's the way I choose to live my life. T-A-U-G-U-U, that's the mentality. Thugging till the day I die. If you got to, throw it up, keep it in the air, scream it out. Thugging till the day I die. What am I? If you look into my eyes, control fine, look kind, like I'm Gemini, and I control both sides. I know they know, maintain, cause I'm a soldier at war. Steady running with the weapon, cause it's still getting better. I figured it out, it's all real, if it ain't anything right. Come on, if you wanna live, love, but it's real. We got the real thing, baby. I keep to burn your lungs, they got it if it don't concern you. You don't really want to get involved with the murder, but shit, if you want it, you got it. We don't stop, we don't pop shots, still to the devil, black, nigga, taking much trust, now losses, man. Yes, these days it's still the same, like, gotta make that money, man. Never get down on my thing. And I do it so slow when I start in there, walking back, moving, I'm on the run, with a shotgun. But I'm not a song, y'all can't fuck with the thuggish, sluggish. That's the mentality that you need. That's the mentality we're thugging. That's the way I choose to live my life. T-H-U-G-E-B. That's the mentality we're thugging. Thugging till the day I die. T-H-U-G-E-B. That's the mentality we're thugging. That's the way I choose to live my life. T-H-U-G-E-B. That's the mentality we're thugging. Thugging till the day I die. Where my Detroit does, Cincinnati does, where my Columbus does, my Chicago does, where the fuck my New York does, where the fuck my Texas does, my Kansas City does, where my Milwaukee does, my Colorado does. Shout out SL Pro, shout out to my bro OG. Yeah. What up? You already know we here, man. OG was good. XL Pro, what it do, man? Right? Shout out to Crazy Bone, man. May the Most High God, Yeshua HaMashiach, cover him with his unchanging and healing, powerful hands. You understand what I'm saying, man? You know, first things first.
You know, hope the brother recovers. You know, hope everything works out for the better for this brother, right? From what I'm told from my peoples in Cleveland, Krayzie Bone especially, but all of Bone, do a lot of stuff in the city up there. Right? Shout out to the Bone Thugs and Harmony, man, for looking out for the city of Cleveland, man. That's why you ain't never heard no bullshit about Bone happening to them in Cleveland. Because they show love to Cleveland. Man, they got streets in Cleveland named after them and everything, man. So shout out to BTNH, man. Straight up out of that Ohio, you know what I'm talking about? OH10, Buckeye State. They definitely put on for the city, for the state, and for the Midwest. I've been a fan of Bone ever since they first came out. Even when they was beefing with Crucial Conflict and 3-6 and all that crazy stuff, you know what I'm talking about? One thing for sure, two things for certain. There's not too many MCs that's around today that's relevant or prevalent that can sit up here and say they made songs with Biggie and Pop. Hit songs, mind you. Both of the songs were hit songs. Not because they was on a song with Biggie or Pac, but because Pac and Biggie had them featured on the song. Let's be clear. Right? Let's be clear now. You know, we're going to definitely be clear, man. Tap in, walk with us, man. Smash that like button. Yeah, man. Shout out to Krayzie Bone, man. Let's hope this brother, you know, gets better. Let's hope that it's not nothing very serious. Although it looks very serious. Man, this is crazy, man. Wrestling, that's just the Eazy-E, man. Right? My whole thing is, man, man. Hope this brother be all right. Damn, I hope the brother be all right. Smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page, man. You feel me? Smash that like button, click on the bell, and subscribe to the page, man.
Rapper Bizzy Bone of the iconic rap group Bone Thugs and Harmony pleads with fans and supporters to continue praying for the recovery of his group member Krayzie Bone. Krayzie Bone remains hospitalized. Doctors reportedly detected in the musician's CAT scan a bleeding artery in one of his lungs. As a result, he was immediately operated on and placed on a ventilator as of Sunday.
Oh my God.
Hip-hop. Sources also reportedly told the outlet that the Cleveland Natives medical team plans to go into surgery again to repair his blood vessel. The entire Bone Thugs and Harmony family is in dire need of your prayers and positive thoughts. Join Bizzy Bone in expressing love, support, and hope as we all hope for Krayzie Bone's rapid healing and return to full health. Let's unite in raising our voices in prayer and showering our beloved artist with the strength and energy he needs during this challenging time. Stay connected for updates on Krayzie Bone's condition as we come together in a powerful display of unity, faith, and unwavering support. Together, we can make a difference. Share this message, spread the love, and let's inspire the world with our earnest prayers.
Hey, man, shout out to that brother, man. That's Night and Day podcast, Night and Day Talk Media, man. Shout out to that brother for that, man. Prayers up for our brother Krayzie Bone, man. You know what I'm talking about? Prayers up for Crazy Bone, man. Right? Oh my God, man.
Krayzie Bone, a member of the iconic rap group Bone Thugs-n-Harmony, is facing a critical health battle. He's reportedly hospitalized and on a ventilator due to complications from surgery aimed at addressing a respiratory issue. The initial hospitalization was linked to sarcoidosis, a condition involving inflammatory cell formation in various body parts. Following a procedure to stop internal bleeding, his condition worsened. Busy Bone, a fellow member of Bone Thugs-n-Harmony, confirmed the news on social media, prompting an outpouring of support from celebrities like Juicy J, LeBron James, and DJ Paul, as well as hip-hop fans. Krayzie Bone's family is seeking privacy, and he currently remains sedated in an ICU in Los Angeles. His significant contributions to music, including Grammy Awards and ventures such as his record label and apparel line, are celebrated alongside his unique style and impact on 90s hip-hop. Krayzie Bone.
What's up YouTube channel YTB, and I'm back with another episode. Today we have topic about
keep Bone Thugs-n-Harmony rap legend Krayzie Bone in our thoughts and prayers as he reportedly continues to fight for his life inside a Los Angeles hospital. Via TMZ sources with direct knowledge tell TMZ, Krayzie Bone is going into a second surgery soon in the hopes of stopping some internal bleeding, which is at the root of his health troubles. We're told this all started Friday when KB started coughing up blood, after which he checked himself into an LA area hospital. After some tests, our sources tell us docs discovered a bleeding artery in one of his lungs, and they operated on him. Afterward, we're told Krayzie was placed in an induced coma, with the idea being that would help the healing process. But our sources say the issue wasn't resolved, and that the artery continues to bleed in his lung.
Wow.
Now they're going back to try and fix it for good. Our sources tell us his family members have been the only ones allowed to see him, and they're at his side now. Krayzie's team, we're told, is meeting today to get more update. In case you missed it, on Sunday, September 24, 2023, it was initially reported that Krayzie Bone was in critical condition at a hospital, a terrifying update that prompted an outpouring.
Shout out to my brother Chris Norwood.
Harmony member Krayzie Bone has been hospitalized.
Shout out to my brother Chris Norwood. He from the land. When I open up the link, when I drop the link, man, Chris, man, I want you to come on up and speak, man, if you have liberty to do so, brother. Shout out to my brother Chris Norwood, man. Yeah, man, pray for Cray, man. It's crazy, man. Now, y'all know what we about to get into over here, man. Now, let me just say this, man. All right. Everything that I'm about to share with y'all tonight, Uncle Diggity, what's good? Everything I'm about to share with y'all tonight, you feel me? Let me just say this. It could be argued, right? I'm just going to put some things in perspective for y'all. You hear me? You make up your own mind out of what I'm saying, man, right? Y'all make y'all's own mind up. You know? It's crazy, man. No pun intended, man. Right? Lance Parker, what's good with you, bro? You know? Man, this whole situation is crazy. Now, I've been sitting around doing my little due diligence, as y'all know I do, right? And I gotta say, y'all, man, I didn't find any history of KRAYZIE having any type of health issues, man. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean that he didn't. You know, maybe I didn't do my due diligence enough, right? My man OGC said, I saw BTNH in 2019 at a concert with Warren G and Snoop. Yeah, that's dope, man. Right? When I was like, hey, y'all, I got a story for y'all, right? When I was in the joint, King Els, Court, my brother Rayman, my brother Sick, my homie Glitch, my homie John Boy, they got to open. They performed at some type of talent stuff, and the grand prize was to open up for Bone at a concert they had in Cleveland. Them niggas went up to Cleveland and opened up for Bone back in like 2012, right? Shout out to E&E. You know what I'm talking about? You hear me? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Not to our knowledge, not to my knowledge. Matter of fact, hey Chris, now that I'm thinking about it, KRAYZIE Bone was a big proponent of not taking the smacks. Right? And we about to get to all of that, man. Tap in, walk with us, smash that like button, click on the bell, and subscribe to the page, man. Right? Shout out to our brother KRAYZIE. Shout out to our brother KRAYZIE Bone, man. You know, let's keep him in our prayers and hope that the Most High cover him with his unchanging and healing hands, man. You feel me? You got love out here, KRAYZIE Bone, man. We fuck with you, bro. You a legend. I always tell people every day, people be sleeping on Bone, man. Them niggas is legends, man. And I don't say that because they come from our state, man. I'm saying that because that's real, bro. Ain't too many people that say they got songs with Biggie and Pac, hit songs with Biggie and Pac, and was brought in the game by Eazy-E, allegedly. Right? Y'all see how I threw that allegedly in there, right?
Bone Thugs and Harmony member KRAYZIE Bone has been hospitalized. His manager tells us he checked himself into the hospital on Friday, but there's no word yet on his condition. According to the LA Times, the 50-year-old underwent immediate surgery to stop bleeding in one of his lungs. In 2016, the rapper revealed he was battling a disease that's known to cause growths on the lungs and lymph nodes.
Oh, see, I never come across that.
Get more great ABC7 content by clicking the subscribe button for our YouTube channel and download the ABC7 Los Angeles streaming app on Fire TV, Android TV, Apple TV, and Roku to watch on your TV.
Right.
Before it got out to the press, one of our close homies out here in LA that's both one of our mutual homies, he used to tour with KRAYZIE, before I even knew him. And my boy Sean. And he hit me and he said, when was the last time you talked to KRAYZIE? And I said, well, I was just with him Wednesday. He's like, well, Thursday he went into the hospital. He took himself to the hospital. He was coughing up blood or something. I'm like, what? Really? I was like, I saw him Wednesday. I was like, he was in a great mood. Like he was doing good. And he brought me his new IPA that he brought out. You know what I'm saying? And we was in there chilling. It was the first time I didn't take no pictures with him with us in the studio. Usually we see each other at the airport, we take pictures with.
Yeah, they just said he had in 2015, he discovered that he had a rare condition. You feel me? Hold on, man. They said he had a. Hold on, let's go back to the.
Thugs and Harmony member KRAYZIE has been hospitalized. His manager tells us he checked himself into the hospital on Friday, but there's no word yet on his condition. According to the LA Times, the 50-year-old underwent immediate surgery to stop bleeding in one of his lungs. In 2016, the rapper revealed he was battling a disease that's known to cause growths on the lungs and lymph nodes.
Hello, I'm Mark Brown. Get more great ABC.
In 2016, right? So I stand corrected, right? In 2016, he had some weird sickness, disease that caused him to grow lymph nodes on his lungs, according to what the news lady just said, right? Sarcoidosis. Sarcoidosis. That sounds crazy, right? I got to look that up because I've never heard of that. Yeah. Cause you to have sores on your face and stuff, man. Looks pretty nasty. Sarcoidosis is an inflammatory disease in which the immune system overreacts, causing groups of cells to form clusters of inflamed tissues called granulomas in one or more organs of the body. Damn. Sounds pretty nasty, man. Health is wealth, man. Make sure y'all stay in that gym, man. Shortness of breath, persistent dry cough, red bumps or patches on the skin, fever, fatigue, weight loss, red or sore eyes, vision changes, joint or bone pain, swollen lymph nodes. Man, that's crazy. Yeah, that stuff looks terrible, man. I'm looking at it right now, y'all. Y'all see it? He said, why is DJ Paul always seeing or speaking to someone before something major happened to them? You know what, man? I noticed that too, OG, man. I noticed that too. Right? It's an autoimmune disease, which means that KRAYZIE somehow contracted this. KRAYZIE caught this. Right? So naturally, while the causes of sarcoidosis are not known, it is associated with increased immune system activity. This causes clusters of immune cells called granulomas to infiltrate your organs and lymph nodes. Sarcoidosis most commonly affects your lungs and lymph nodes, but it can affect any organ in your body. Sarcoidosis. Sounds like bullshit if you ask me. Right? Especially since it says the causes are not known. I find that very suspicious that the causes of this so-called autoimmune disease, right, I find it very strange that they don't know what causes this. But as in all diseases, they are based and rooted in unresolved, unsolved, unaddressed, unhealed, epigenetic human trauma. Exactly. It can be strongly argued, Lance Parker, strongly argued. I'm gonna tell y'all why. Right? How many of y'all know that Crazy Bone got his own podcast? Huh? How many of y'all have actually watched Crazy Bone's podcast? Reading it said from inhaled unknown substances, in half of the cases heal on their own, while other half last for years and cause organ damage. Right? Yeah. Sounds kind of strange to me, to be honest with y'all. Right? Now, Crazy used to talk about, no pun intended, some crazy shit on his, or talks about crazy subject matter on his podcast. He gets very deep. Oh, he gets very deep. Pause. Have y'all seen it? Right? Shout out to Crazy Bone, man. Crazy Bone got 5.67 thousand subscribers. Right? Right? And I gotta say, I saw some episodes and I was like, wow, man, Crazy's really talking about this stuff. Right? I first saw a couple episodes. I said, wow, Crazy's really talking publicly about this stuff. Hey, listen here, Chris Norwood. When I first seen him come out with his podcast and I started listening to what he was saying, I said, uh-oh. I said, Crazy better watch his goddamn mouth. I said, Crazy better box cleverly. How many of y'all remember the name of Bone's first album? If y'all remember, I did a live stream on this subject a few months back. Right? Crazy be talking about some ill stuff, man. Look at the subject matter. Aliens, do they exist? Part 2, Part 1. woke or sleepwalking, power of music, pride, the Bible, God's word or man's, very superstitious. All right. Some of his stuff has clearly been scrubbed. Look at some of the topics of his shows. All Abort, The World Spirit, The Spirit of the World, Gun Violence in America, Signs of the Times, How the Industry Changed Hip Hop. Right? Right? Is y'all tapping in?
Love God with your whole heart, mind, and soul.
Mm-hmm.
The world says, is there really a God? Does God really care about us?
Yeah.
It poses that question to make us begin to doubt. This is what the world does. God says, love your neighbor as you would love yourself.
Mm-hmm.
The world says,
Could be argued,
love
Les
yourself and only yourself. Oh, and maybe if they love you back.
Mm-hmm.
That's not what God says. God says, remain humble. The world says, oh, nice guys finish last.
Mm-hmm.
Love.
That's some of the stuff KRAYZIE was talking about. Right? But let's get back to this, though, y'all. Shout out to Chris Norwood in the building. My fellow Ohio brother. You did? Right? Bone's very first album before Bone Thugs and Harmony creeping on the come up was this. Right? Like my man Chris Norwood said, Faces of Death. I believe it was 90, 91. I might be mistaken, though. All right. And this is before they met Easy. Way before they met Eazy-E. Right? And when they first came into the game, they were being presided over by Krayzie Bone's older brother. How many of y'all know that Krayzie Bone older brother? Huh? How many of y'all know who Krayzie Bone's older brother is? I notice they don't have no pictures of him like that, if any at all. Right? Right? Tap in and walk with me, y'all. Walk with me. I'm connecting the dots now. Right? How many of y'all know who Kermit Henderson is? What you talking about? Same as Birdman, Uncle Diggity. Kermit Henderson is a well-known music industry exec from out of Ohio, specifically Cleveland. It's a few pictures. Some pictures of him right here. Right. He is one of the founding members of the Ohio Hip Hop Awards organization. He's a legendary producer in A&R. Kermit Henderson is also a 33rd degree Prince Hall Freemason. And when he was in college, if I'm not mistaken, he pledged Alpha Phi Alpha or Kappa Alpha Psi, one of the two. So he's Boule for sure. To this day, he still got hella juice in the city of Cleveland, the state of Ohio, and in the music industry. He's the one that brought Bone Thugs to Eazy-E. Now, how did that happen? Kermit Henderson is in cahoots right with Jerry Heller. So that's how Bone got with Eazy. Eazy didn't discover Bone. He didn't come upon them by listening to some mixtape from Ohio. No. He knew Jerry Heller. Jerry Heller knows Kermit. Kermit had Bone. He is the one who designed the art cover for this album, debut album, Faces of Death. And he provided all the funding and had them signed to his independent label. What was the name of it real quick? Up and walk with me, y'all. Smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page, man. You know? Man, this man. He went to Case Western Reserve University, where he maintained a 3.52 GPA and he made the Dean's List in pre-med and chemistry. Somehow he ended up in the music industry. Right? Somehow he ended up in the music industry. Somehow he ended up in the music industry, y'all. Right? But his little brother, KRAYZIE Bone, right? His little brother, KRAYZIE Bone, right? Anthony Henderson, right? Yeah, one of the best in the country, Chris Norwood. You hear me? This ain't no old run-of-the-mill school, man. This is a very prestigious school. You hear me? Case Western Reserve University. Don't y'all understand? That's like the equivalent of going to like MIT. Don't y'all know that's like the equivalent of going to MIT? Huh? Now, you would think that he was supposed to be like a chemical engineer or something like that, right? He was majoring in pre-med and chemistry. So either way it go, he was going to be making some bread, right? Or I know Chris Norwood. I do my due. Hey, Chris Norwood, bro. I do my due diligence. I know all about Case Western, bro. Y'all know who founded Case Western University? That's a whole nother show, right? Shout out to my brother XL Pro in the building, my brother Chris Norwood, Uncle Diggity, man. Y'all tapping the OG. Lance Parker, you understand me, man? Love y'all niggas, man. You hear me, man? Me and my pops gonna put something together, man. The summer coming up, man. We're gonna link up or some shit like that somewhere neutral. Cause I know niggas ain't trying to come all the way out to no damn Ohio, man. Listen here, man. Smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page, man. Roll your joints up, man. No, I won the Rockefellers. And I know some of y'all out there in the clouds probably thinking right now, like, what's the dude talking about, man? Nigga crazy. What Crazy Bone brother got to do with him being in the hospital right now? Tap in and walk with me. I'm connecting the dots, right? You hear me? Man, I'll be telling y'all, man. Oh my God, these people are they're all connected, right? Okay, so not him, right? But this guy, let me pull him up on the screen for y'all. Leonard Case Jr. Leonard Case Jr. Khazarian Demons, right? Y'all know about the Case family? Not only the Cleveland branch of the Case family, but there's also other branches of the Case family, and they're not all spelled the same. They're Kayce and Caise. I don't know if they do or if they don't, OG. Right? We got Lance Case Jr., or my fault, Leonard Case Jr. The Case family is a bloodline family that goes back to goddamn it, early 1100s. Right? Right? This is why I say do your due diligence. As I say, I don't know. Uncle Diggity might know. You see what Uncle Diggity said. I don't know. Y'all would know better than me. I never knew. I never just tapped into that. Right? Busy was trying to get them to own their masters for years. Not sure what happened with it. Probably at, hey man, he said Easy Wife got the masters. Now that's crazy. Hey, you niggas coming up in this rap game, man, make sure y'all own y'all's masters. Make sure y'all niggas own y'all masters, man. You did. Own your masters, man. I mean, if you don't do anything, own your own shit. All right. That way, when you go to these record labels, man, you can have a bargaining chip and you can go in there with power and command respect. You feel me? I already own my master, so if y'all want to work a bill, we're going to have to do like a 60-40 split. 70-30, some shit like that, right? Yeah, they ain't got to tour as much either, man. That's right. Now, let's get back to these cases, right? No, the Case family is an age-old Khazarian demon bloodline, right? Leonard Case Jr., right? This guy on the screen, right? He's the progenitor of another branch of the Case family. I wonder if any of y'all ever heard of this guy before, man. Right? Any of y'all ever heard of this guy? Any of y'all ever heard of this guy? Any of y'all ever heard of this guy here, Edgar Case? See the difference in this name? It's all the same bloodline, though. Edgar Case was what we came to know as, right, a clairvoyant. You ever heard that term before, a clairvoyant? See how we going off in different facets and different lanes and all this stuff? This is what I be telling y'all when I be telling y'all how to connect dots, man. Right? Y'all do your research on who to Edgar Case is. Right? Tap in, walk with, smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page. Now let's get back to Kermit Henderson, who went to the prestigious Case Western University, founded by the Case family. Leonard Case Jr., off branch of that family is Edgar Case. Look into who Edgar Case, C-A-Y-C, was, and then you'll understand why you got to connect all these dots. Now, when we get back to Kermit, this guy is a music industry maven, historical insider, and influencer and executive. He's been on work at a couple of different labels. He started his own independent label to which he signed his little brother's rap group, Bone Thugs and Harmony. And they dropped their first album, Faces of Death, independently on this independent label. Let me see something real quick. What was this shit called, man? What's the name of that album, man? Yes, Stony Burke. Stony Burke. Fucking kind of name is that? Right. Let me pull this up on the screen for y'all real quick. Right. Faces of Death is the debut studio album by American hip hop group Bone Enterprise. Right. The album was originally released in 1993 on Stony Burke, the independent label of Kermit Henderson, a record store owner in Cleveland who helped the band to record the album. Right. Notice how they don't, whenever you hear any type of information on Bone, right, they don't mention, you gotta do some digging before you find out that Kermit Henderson is Anthony Henderson, Krayzie Bone's older brother. Right? Tap in and walk with us, man. You know? Right? Krayzie Bone's older brother was involved with a lot of stuff. Like I said, he's Boule. He's a member of the Prince Hall Freemasons. Look at the imagery in Bone's artwork when they first came out. He was involved in the whole deal. He was involved in the recording process of Creeping on the Come of Faces of Death, Creeping on the Come Up, and East 9099 Eternal. And to my little bit of research I did, he was involved with Art of War as well. So you know what I mean? He's been around. I mean, he's Krayzie's brother. But what y'all will find if y'all do y'all's due diligence on this is that there's no public, like, you don't see no pictures of these guys together a lot like that. It's almost as if they don't want y'all to make the connection, or one, I say y'all, it's almost as if they don't want anybody to make the connection that these two are brothers. Right? It's almost as if they don't want you to know that they're brothers. Right? But anybody who does their due diligence could easily find the stuff out. Now, how many of y'all sat up there and knew Krayzie Bone had an older brother that actually was a pivotal part in Bone coming together as a group? Matter of fact, he let them record Faces of Death and Creeping on the Come Up in his studio, in his record store in Cleveland. Right? He is one of the founding members of the Ohio Hip Hop Awards. You ever been to any of them events before, Chris Norwood? You ever been down here to Columbus when they had a celebration for the Ohio Hip Hop Awards? My nigga Wallaby done won shit up there hella times, man. You hear me? And my nigga Mooch. Rest in essence to my nigga Mooch. All right? Yeah, man. Yeah, this nigga Kermit Henderson. Right. This is where Bone get all their imagery of Satan and satanic and Luciferic symbology and ideology from. this is where they got all that stuff from, because, you know, like I said, this is KRAYZIE's older brother, right? Now, y'all know Bone is a historical, classic hip-hop group for lots of reasons. One of them because they're from out of Ohio, specifically Cleveland, right? But for lots of other reasons too, man. Now, if y'all go listen to that Faces of Death, and not only look at Faces of Death, but look at the artwork, the imagery, like I say. You feel me? Get the artwork. The original thugs, Lazy, Crazy, Busy, and Wish. And it was called, that wasn't called Thugs and Harmony, it was called Bone Enterprise. You know? The imagery has always been there, man. Don't ever forget what the title track was off of Creeping on the Come Up, man. You did?
Straight off the motherfucking streets of Cleveland. 5 true thugs from the double block. Wish, crazy,
Think back to when Bone first came out. The very type of very Saturn, very Lucerne, very serpentine undertones to their music. I know y'all know what I mean. Smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page. Hey, this is A Real Talk Podclass, man. Podclass. Class is in session. Shout out to my brother Uncle Diggity for naming the show A Real Talk Podclass. Take a shot of my Gatorade off of that one. You know? Shout out to Uncle Diggity, man. I got real subscribers, real supporters, man. To tap in, contribute to the show in more ways than one. You did. Listen to the dark undertones of the music. Roast something up, light something up, smoke something up. Let's go. Exactly, Chris Norwood.
shut this bitch down. Kick that shit, nigga. He's got the numbers, where you find us, like a big where we come from, so run. He's got the numbers, where you find us, like a big where we come from, so run.
He's 99 is where you find me, speaking of yo. Remember when I told y'all about NLP? Huh? Remember when I told y'all about NLP? Huh? How many of y'all know? How many of y'all remember what I talked about what NLP is? What? Y'all remember when I used to y'all recall when I periodically talk about NLP? Neuro-linguistic programming is a way of changing someone's thoughts and behaviors to help achieve desired outcomes for them. Neuro-linguistic programming is basically mind control through speech or word or language. East 99 is where you find me slinging it, yeah, yo, baby. Cleveland is the city where we come from, so run. Repeat that over and over and over again. I'm playing all this basically to show y'all that this was all Kermit Henderson. All of these deep undertones, all this Luciferic, Lucerne, Saturn, Serpentine, all of that comes from Kermit. He's a 33rd degree Prince Hall Freemason, which is really a practitioner of Luciferic satanic origins. Now, these Masons that sit up here and deny that all day, but, you know, y'all ain't fooling me. I've done my due diligence. Plus, I got a relationship with the Most High. Essentially programming people. Yeah, you already know Chris Norwood, man. I would dare say the main way, Chris Norwood. I would dare say the main way. Right? See, I'm glad that you pointed that out, Uncle Diggity. Because a lot of people don't know that about Eric Wright, who his father was and grandfather was. See, Easy didn't have to be a gangbanger drug dealer. He didn't have to do that. He chose to do that. Or maybe he was told to do that. Another topic for another day. Now, I know I'm not the only person that what I'm about to say, right? Because, you know, I'll keep it real. I know I'm not the only person who was creeped out by this when we were kids. You know. I know I'm not the only person who was creeped out by this when we were kids. Yeah. And like I say, they made it to Eazy-E by way of their brother. Eazy-E just didn't discover Bone Thugs and Harmony. Like I said, it ain't like somebody just handed him a promo tape of mixtapes. Hey, these dudes from Cleveland, you should just... No. He knew Heller. Heller knows Henderson. Henderson, right? Anthony Henderson, Krayzie Bone. May the Most High God, Yeshua HaMashiach, unchanging and healing hands pour upon him and cover him and his family right now, right? You got Anthony Henderson, Krayzie Bone. His brother is Kermit Henderson. Kermit Henderson, through his connections in the music industry, is linked up with lots of Khazarian demons, Jerry Heller being one of them, Jimmy Iovine, Jerry Heller, right? Being two of them. especially on that West Coast. Right? I'm telling y'all how this stuff go, man. And I know I'm not the only person who was creeped out by this when we was kids.
You with me?
Neuro-linguistic programming. Oh, I can't forget about Tommy Mottola. Neuro-linguistic programming. Right? What I'm saying is, and you know, we got to say what it is over here at A Real Talk, man. Sarcoidosis has no known cause. And pay attention to what my brother OG said. Summon, summon, summon. What happens? What is it called when you get subpoenaed to go to court? You are being what? Oh, man, I love to teach, man. And I thank the Most High for blessing me with this discernment, man. It's truly a gift, and I'm thankful for it. You hear me? I don't take it for granted, and I definitely am not, like, you know, all high-minded about it. I'm only smart enough to know how much I don't know. Right? When you are subpoenaed to court, you are being summoned to court. Only demons get summoned. Understand that. So what I'm saying is, Krayzie Bone mysteriously gets sarcoidosis. I'm gonna drop the link for y'all niggas if anybody want to come up, man. Anybody in the clouds, tap it in. You got something you want to say, add on, challenge, whatever, dispute, whatever, man. There go the link. Everybody's welcome to come up, man. Now, mind you, I can see y'all before y'all even let y'all on. So if y'all on some bullshit, any of that trolling shit or in that fake, whatever creepy dudes y'all be out, man, you will be sitting there looking silly. All right? Just like my man OG said, demonic chance to summon demons to music or type music. Now, sarcoidosis has no known cause, which is just bullshit to me. I'll look into it. Right? But for such a dis-ease to be able to be afflicted upon somebody with no known cause, it has to come from somewhere. It sounds like the perfect dis-ease, sickness, right? It sounds like the perfect dis-ease or sickness to use as an excuse when somebody has been actually probably poisoned. Oh, let's just say he got sarcoidosis. And over a period of time, through some unbeknownst way, we can slowly but surely break his immune system down to where he will be developing this dis-ease we call sarcoidosis. Now, you got to ask yourself, what trauma have you had to have experienced in your life, right, to where that trauma could be weaponized against you autoimmunely Man, listen here. I hope you all is tapping in and walking with me, man. What type of trauma could you possibly have experienced as a child to where your body would turn on itself, autoimmune, and cause itself to have a dis-ease, right? That causes its immune system. Now, mind you, the Most High did not design you with an immune system. Uh-oh. This is a spiritual root Sunday type stuff. Now, the Most High didn't design us with an immune system. Huh? Where the immune system come from? Right? Niquay, what's up, baby? Tap in, walk with us, man. You know? What type of trauma could you have experienced as a child to where in your adult life, through certain things you have done, that same trauma could be turned against you, weaponized through your unhealed, epigenetically passed down childhood trauma, and then autoimmunically, man, do y'all hear what I'm saying to y'all? Chris, what's good with you, bro?
I'm good, man. What's good?
Man, you know I have to do this, man, because, you know, I'm from Ohio, man. I love Bo. But even as a kid, when I listened to this, it didn't sit right with me. Let me be honest with you. And now that I'm a man now, and I've studied various things, and now, you know, and I know about NLP, neuro-linguistic programming, you know, now I know why it didn't sit right with me as a young boy, even though I still listen to it. All right.
Yeah, no doubt about it, man. I mean, you know, I agree with you on that. You know, the thing about it is like it's especially back in the day, you know, hearing that in their music, you know, they known for the harmony, right? So they was harmonizing, rapping, which is, it was different. That most people who heard it, they was like, man, I ain't never heard this. It was either you hear some harmony from R&B group or something like that,
right?
Or you know, you just heard rapping from rappers, but you didn't hear it together. So, you know, when they was able to do that, you know, that kind of stuff can make almost anything sound good, even something that's not good.
Right.
You know, so they, you know, it's you know, it's you know what it is, man, because you know, you're talking about how like you know, it's like the programming, like with words and the neuro-linguistic, how, you know, the words and the music, it just it can program you, right? And it's similar to like video games, right? And so like people that tend to be, you know, young-minded or like younger people, like, or it could be children, teenagers, I think a lot of times obviously they're gonna be more susceptible to it. Versus like, so back then, you know, some of us, you know, we might be listening to that or playing a violent shooting game, and then we taking it like seriously, like not realizing like, hey, this is a video game. You know, you can press pause and all that, but if you go out here and do some of this, it ain't no pause and time out and let me restart this over. And that's the same with the music. But like as we can see it now, you know how what did he say? He said, I'm staring at the world through my rear view. Right. So now that we're more mature and our knowledge is increased, we can like look at it from the rear view and like say, yeah, that wasn't, you know, even though we listened to it, you know, listen to the message wasn't really, you know what I mean? That really wasn't
probably
cool.
Should not have been listening to that.
Yeah. You know, so it's man, but as far as with KRAYZIE, man, I mean, yeah, he's had sarcoidosis for some years.
Yeah,
and most people
16. So that's
most people didn't really probably know that. Yeah, most people wasn't aware of that. You know, I mean, they didn't really talk about that like that, but yeah, I mean, it's another mysterious type of disease. You know, it's like MS, right? Multiple sclerosis, right? Which is it's a what is it? Degenerative nerve disease, right? So it degrades, it breaks down your nerves. And what does your nerves do? They allow these electrical synapses and these electrical currents to flow from one part of the body to the other part and communicate. And when that gets knocked off, you know what I'm saying, it basically, it's like it desynchronizes the body, so it's not in synchronicity anymore. So you know, that's why you have people, they twitch in and you know, like almost like Tourette's, and you losing. And the reason why I brought that up, because that's another one where it's like, you know, we don't really necessarily know all of where that comes from, and we don't really know how to cure for it. You just kind of have to cope with it, and it is interesting with all the technology that we have, medical and yeah, that, you know, certain things as well. You know, you just gotta kind of cope with that, and you know what I mean. So, but Bernie Mac had this too. You know, he had it too, and it's other people that have. Yeah, it's just a very rare disease. You know what I'm saying? And I was reading just a moment ago too, where it said that sarcoidosis, it's somewhere it said that it usually affects actually women at a higher rate, but it says black women are usually 3 times more likely to be diagnosed than white women. And they usually have, it's a higher hospitalization, a higher mortality rate.
Right.
So, you know, it's but yeah, man, it's, you know, you connecting the dots, man, on different things. And you know, we just, you know, man, people like us, man, me and you, and you know, everybody that's tapping in, you know, we at a higher frequency. And unfortunately, most people, and they bank on most people not being at that level, so they'll just look at stuff on a surface level. That's like most people look at their phones.
Right.
You know, most people be at their phones all day long, to the point like people don't even realize, like people be so glued into their phones that they'll be walking through a parking lot, right, where cars could be backing out, hit you, cut you crazy, and they don't even be looking up. Yeah, somebody could run up behind you, knock you over the head. You wouldn't even know, because, you know, that's who they bank on. That's who they bank on, people taking those, you know, taking the shots and things of that nature, and just believe in any old thing, man.
Right.
You know,
Diggity just say, man, he said these things live in us since we get shots for school. However, your body reacts over time to said shots will guide in which disease. Exactly. Now, let me tell y'all something, man. Like I say, man, y'all hear what I said just now? I said, what type of trauma could you have experienced as a young boy to where when you become an adult, and as a result of basically signing contracts, listen to what I'm saying now, y'all, man, tap in with me. What type of trauma could be weaponized against you to where you would be autoimmunically set against yourself? Right? Listen to what I'm saying now, man. And get a dis-ease to which they, to this date, don't know the known causes of it. It just comes out of the blue, called sarcoidosis. I want y'all to know that all dis-ease ailments, terminal diseases, chronic diseases, contagious diseases are all based and rooted in unhealed, epigenetically passed down childhood human trauma. All of them, from cancer to AIDS. What y'all know about that?
You know, it's like, and again, reading about this, I definitely do think it's something that you know, pathogens, right? So it's like, you know, pathogens be viruses, and essentially it's like things that are like outside of the body, or things that will agitate like certain cells in the body to then bring in certain inflammation and causes other issues. But it's usually essentially like a pathogen. It's like some kind of outside agent.
That's a perfect word you just said, Chris, man. You didn't realize what you just said.
Oh, I realize it, brother.
You said no, this is what I'm saying. You said agitate.
Yeah, agitate. Yeah.
You got to understand what it means to agitate something, man. And if Chris is going where I think he's going with that, that's where all disease is. Because listen, none of this stuff comes from the Most High, man. diseases, ailments, sickness, that don't come from the Most High, man. So
That's just like cancers, right? Cancers, it comes from somewhere, some kind of outside agent, pathogen, right? That comes in and agitates cells and disrupts normal cellular activity,
mm-hmm.
and then it causes just dysfunction, right? And it causes, you know, your body to be in overdrive to the point where it can't normally function properly to be able to defend itself, because the body has so many defense mechanisms to be able to naturally defend itself. But again, we have so many things that are being induced onto us that can cause things. For example, right? It could be, you know, smoking, right? It's not necessarily that's just like with weed, right? So we know well, I don't know if it's common sense or not, but there's a difference between, right, THC and weed versus tobacco or nicotine, right? That's got things being all the additives that are in what is it? Tobacco that's being added to it. You know what I'm saying? So all these additives to make it more addictive, right? That's man-made. You see what I'm saying? And so, of course, that can cause agitations and things of that nature. And then the process of smoke, right? Smoke in general is not necessarily good for the lung, period. So it could be, it don't have to be somebody smoking. It could be, you know, smoke from a factory or smoke from fumes of a truck or car that cause certain additives and things of that nature. But it's easy because think about it, right? KRAYZIE smoke a lot, right? All Bones smoke a lot, right? And we know primarily what they were, you know, what they were smoking, right? Weed, or you know what I'm saying? Bernie Mac, right? He smoked. Now, if he was smoking herb, I don't know, but you know, he'll smoke cigars and things of that nature and drink. You know what I'm saying? So, but again, these additives that are in the air that are being added to different things that we're consuming, whether we consuming it on purpose or we're consuming it almost like happenstance, right? So without us even knowing, and it's actually being consumed in the body. You could chemtrails, you know, a lot of things is being induced to us, you know what I'm saying, that we don't know about. And then next thing you know, this person has this disease, this person has that. Oh, well, we have something that can help you kind of cope with. Oh, we don't really have anything for this. We don't know much about it, even though it's been, you know, we've known about this for years, you know what I'm saying? So it's like I said, man, I hope, you know, said definitely he's able to shake back from it. He's been dealing with it for years. And I was reading or where it was or it was a video or something I saw where it caused leakage in like one of his I don't know what it was. What was it, man? Was it a lung or something? And they had to operate on him and everything like that and sedate him like how you was playing and mentioned earlier. But yeah, man, it's so much stuff out here, bro, that it's to the point where it's like, and this is sad when you think about it. Like a person could say, you know what, I ain't even gonna mess with the meat. You know what, I'm gonna stop with the pork. Okay, I'm gonna stop with that. Then you know what, I'm gonna stop with certain type of fish because they're bottom feeders, catfish or shrimp. Then I'm gonna, you know what, I'm not even gonna mess with. I'm gonna be vegetarian, not mess with the meat. No, you know what, I'm gonna take it to a higher level. I'm gonna be vegan. So I'm not gonna mess with anything of like really animal byproducts like that, as far as that was, you know, they was killed and slaughtered. So I'm gonna be vegan, right? Oh, I'm gonna do this keto diet. I'm gonna do that. You could do all of this stuff. I'm gonna do yoga, work out. And unfortunately, there's things still being induced to us, whether it's in the water, whether it's in the air. It's like it's bound for something to happen. You know what I'm saying? It's unfortunate, but that's just what the time we live in. And we got, and then, yeah, we have our faith and we believe in, you know what I'm saying, the gods that, you know what I'm saying, we believe in, right? Depending upon your faith. But again, you got, at the same time, we go into these hospitals and, you know, we gotta be honest, man, these hospitals are not that trustworthy like that. You know, when they get bonuses and things of that nature to say something on a sheet that is not true. And then on top of it, huh? And then on top of it, for example, you got black women, for example, a lot of times, right? When they're pregnant, you know what I'm saying? They're not statistically, they don't necessarily get the care and treatment that they should be getting from these hospitals. So it's just, like I said, man, it's you, me, everybody in the chat, we already know to look beyond just the surface level when it comes to things like this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But they bank it on us just not. And then just like you put up on his podcast, you know, we you know, everybody that's tapped in, we know the topics that he covers. He covers things that these other artists, you know,
right.
they ain't gonna touch. They not gonna touch.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't doubt any of it, man. I really don't.
Yeah, I hope the brother get better, man. I just, you know, I connected the dots on what I'm doing to let y'all know that what's happening to the brother, you know what I'm saying? Especially now that I know that sarcoidosis has unknown causes. That just puts a little bit of icing on the cake, if you would. You hear me? It could be argued, right? Now, not only was he talking about, I'm not going to say things he shouldn't have been, but, you know, due to him being exposed to certain things, especially through his brother, you know, and it did him to go online and publicly speak on the things he was speaking on, you know, knowing what he's been through and what he's exposed to, you know, and does it say it could be argued, right? Now, and this is what gets me about the whole situation, even back in 2016. Because if we go back to 2016 and we could just like pinpoint exactly what KRAYZIE was doing at the time, right? I'm telling you, man, my man, rest in the essence to Chadwick Boseman, right? Allegedly had with stage 4 pancreatic cancer, whatever. Testicular cancer, whatever the hell he had, right? Rest in essence to the brother, right? You know, one day he's healthy, he's playing Black Panther. Next thing, he's just emaciated, sickly looking. In a matter of seconds, it would seem. My man mentioned it in the chat earlier. Was it with Lance Parker? Said something about easy. Healthy as a tick, man. You did, and all of a sudden, you know, he gets hit with something, and they tell him he got HIV, tell him he got AIDS, HIV, whatever one it was, both. Shit. I think Easy's so-called death is something very much worth looking into, man. Very strange, very nefarious, and very questionable things happen surrounding that brother's death, man. You know, it could be argued. Go ahead, Chris.
Yeah, man, and that's the same thing that you know, I came across as well with what you said as far as with Easy, and you know, it's you know, they were saying, you know, they believe something could have been injected into him, you know, just 1 minute, just like how you mentioned. You said Uncle Diggity said that, but that's the same thing I heard too. You know, he's healthy and everything's good. Then next thing you know, boom, I'm out of here. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, Uncle Diggity said, bro bought him a dinner plate at the Warehouse and left with full blown. Like, goddamn, dog.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it's and most people don't question anything. You feel me? So there's a lot of sheep out here, you know what I'm saying? Just like with what we just, you know, what we just went through, right? Recently, you know what I mean, with that whole situation, and you know, Bison Cleverly and everything. But you know, y'all know what I'm talking about, and you know, look just how people was just cheap, and they was, you know, saying if you don't get this and so you need to be fired and you need to go to jail and things of that nature. So people are easily swayed, you know what I'm saying? The herd is easily led and swayed off a cliff, and most people not gonna ask no questions. You know what I'm saying? You just got to dress it up a little bit. You know, maybe give a couple Big Macs if you're going to take the, you know what I'm saying, to give them some movie tickets, and they ready to sign up and take all the extras, Jabarooskis that come with it. But yeah, man, you know, then I read too, it says sarcoidosis, the risk death is 1 to 7%.
Right.
And it says the chance of disease returning to someone who has previously had it is less than 5%. And then it was saying that it was saying that a good majority of people will they'll either it'll just go away, you know what I'm saying, or you know the rest of the people who have it, you know, they'll be able to just live, you know, with it and be able to you know, pretty much, I guess, contain it or you know, be able to cope with, you know, living with it and everything without it being deadly. You know what I'm saying? So, but then too, you know, he did have a collapsed lung. So I was trying to pull up some information. I was trying to see was that after he was diagnosed, or did he had a collapsed lung? Did you know about that? Where he had a collapsed lung some years ago?
Nah.
Yeah. Trying to see, because I typed in collapsed lung, but it's bringing it back to you know, him being in surgery and everything. Now it's not, but he had a collapsed lung some years ago, where he had you know, he was dealing with that issue, and most people wouldn't have known about that really either, you know. But yeah, man, it's just, you know, and one thing with them is, you know, sometimes they'll be, you know, they'll smoke, but then other times they say, oh, I ain't smoking no more right now. I ain't really drinking. And so that's another thing too. You don't really know when, you know, I think sometimes they probably did just take breaks, you know, from smoking and drinking. But, you know, I went to, when I was in, you know, I'm from East Cleveland, Glenville. So where I'm from, they off of St. Clair. So the Glenville, that's all Glenville, East Cleveland, St. Clair, and then where I'm at, I'm like within walking distance from St. Clair, and like it's Glenville High School, which is all right in that area. And I remember actually in Nashville, that's when I actually saw them, all 5 of them. So I was at this, you know, they was having a concert and everything, but it was at like a whole, I can't even remember the name of the place. But it was like a hole in the wall type spot, and you know, Bone was the main act, and you know, they had some local rappers open up for him and everything. I remember you mentioned some of you guys had opened up for him before, and so I'm there, and then somebody else I know, they was there, and they was from we in Nashville, Tennessee, and they from the person is the chick I know or knew at the time. She was actually like, she lived like 2 streets over from me, and then one of the like women, she used to, you know, braid me up and stuff like that. She used to, you know what I'm saying, she used to know them. Just like she was actually the mother of Cardell Jones. He was Ohio State quarterback when they had won the championship, like in 20 national championship. I think it was like, I don't know, whatever year that was, 14 or whatever it was. But she was his mother, and you know, so you know, it was kind of, you know, we knew each other. But anyway, so at this concert in Nashville, they all was there, right? So it was KRAYZIE, Flesh, Lazy, and Wish. So they all came together on the bus, and the only person that wasn't there at the time was Busy. And so, you know, they all performing and everything, and you know, they're like, oh yeah, you know, Busy gonna be here, because you know how it is. You know, it's a lot of times you end up seeing them, it's not all 5, and a lot of times Busy be the one that's not with them. And right. So they was, you know, they rapping and doing their songs, and they like, oh yeah, he'll be here. You know, they like coming from, oh yeah, you know, he'll be here. He on his way. And then eventually, Wish was like, he was like, man, fuck this shit. I'm sick of this. Like he was talking about Busy. He might have had enough though. You feel me? And but Busy ended up showing up. He had his own bus and everything, and they was all there. They gave a great performance. And I remember when it was over, they was walking through the crowd. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's a hole in the wall, John. So it wasn't really no, you know, back door and go here, and you like, you had to go through the crowd. So they all going through the crowd and everything. And I seen them, and Crazy Bone. So they was all walking through it. So I had seen KRAYZIE. So I actually took a picture with Busy, and then and I still got that picture to this day. You know what I'm saying? And then they was on the stage drinking. You know, they drinking like a mug, man, smoking and everything. You feel me? It's like they almost had like a, I don't know, kind of little bar or whatever, you know what I'm saying, there. But so they was walking through, and I seen KRAYZIE, and I had my Cleveland hat on and everything, the baseball hat. I'm like, hey, yo, what's good, KRAYZIE, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, no, I didn't say that. What I said was, I was like, East 123rd. And he kind of like looked up. I'm like, Glenville. Because I'm thinking, because, you know, it's people around me, they, oh, yeah, you know, all this kind of shit, you know what I'm saying? So I'll be like, okay, what can I say that, you know what I'm saying, that he'll be like, and so he looked up, and he looked at me. He's like, oh, yeah, what's up, you know what I'm saying? So we dapped up, you know what I'm saying? We kind of talked just real briefly, whatever. And I basically, I told him, I said, yeah. And this was Crazy Bone who I was talking to. I'm like, yeah, man, just, you know, I don't be on that fan out type stuff, man. It's like people, they human. You feel me? Everybody's human, right? And so I was just like, hey, bro, man, I just want to say, man, y'all, what y'all been doing, man, you put on for the city, man. Y'all been doing y'all thing, man. Just keep doing what y'all doing, man. You know, the city, we rock with you and everything, you know? He's like, oh, yeah, that's what's up, man. Much respect, da-da-da-da-da. And then, you know, they went on about their business. But, yeah, man, they legends, man. All of them, they legends.
Wow.
They unappreciated, man. Like, in this rap game, like,
so
like, they so, yeah, you know what's so crazy, bro? Is I don't, tell me if you noticed this. Like, seemed like throughout the years, like, it seemed like they had like some of the worst promotions. Like, you know, like I would see them on that. I don't know if y'all had the Box in Columbus, that like rap channel, the music channel called the Box. Yeah. So I see some of their videos on it, but like it seemed like they had the worst promotion or something, but they still will be selling hella records. But that show you how good their music was and how strong their fan base is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, but just imagine if they had like better marketing and like promotion, how much money. Because I think they sold something like at least 50 million, I believe, or something like that.
Sold some records now, man.
Yeah, so you know, it's hopefully he pulled through and everything, man. And because I was thinking about this too, not too long. I'm like, man, all five is, you know, before all this happened, like recently. I'm like, man, yeah, it's a testament that all five is, you know, they you know, they still, you know what I'm saying, like they still doing doing what they do. So. With everything that's happening, but yeah, man, it just like I said, hopefully he pulled through. But and then too, you never know. He had that collapsed lung, so you never know the effects of obviously how, you know, I'm sure it don't help the situation, right? That you know, of what's going on now. So.
If that's what it is, I don't believe in these people, man, Chris. I gotta be honest with you, man. I just don't be believing stuff, man. I don't know. It's hard for me to believe what they be telling me will be going on, man. For real. Now, keep in mind, y'all, right? This is what I want y'all to keep in mind. You know, anybody, Bernie, whoever else, allegedly died from this disease called sarcoidosis that has no known causes. That's crazy to me, right? That's absolutely insane that could even be something to be said about this so-called disease. That to this day, they don't know what causes it. You're right. They're not saying what causes it, but they telling us there's no known causes, but you can get this and it, you know, get to you to the way it does, man. You know, I just think that's strange. And I absolutely refuse to accept it. For one reason and one reason only. I don't have to. All right. So, you know, man, shout out to my brother Chris Norwood in the building, man, from the land, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I mean?
You already know, man. Shit, Ohio connection. Man, I just saw something. I just read something too. It's saying sarcoidosis involves the skin in between 9 and 37% of cases is more common in African Americans than in European Americans.
Yeah, well, good thing I ain't African American. How about that? You did healthy as a goddamn ox, man. I just went to the gym today and they finally got that goddamn sauna fix in there. You understand me, man? I sat in there for about 20 minutes, man, and it's beautiful. I strongly suggest y'all gym membership, and after your workout, you go sit in that sauna for about 15, 20 minutes. You did.
Yeah, the missus be telling me about the sauna, man. I'm gonna have to get into it. And I see you had like a short video or something, a clip or something.
Man.
About the sauna. Yeah, and I was like, man, they both said something about the sauna, because I just walk right past. I get on the scale, weigh myself, and I just walk right over past it, man. But you know, I hear it got a lot of health benefits.
It is, I mean, massive health benefits, but especially for us Asian black guys, man. It does beautiful things for our skin and our immune system and our libido. You understand what I'm saying, man? It's a beautiful feel. It's a part of the filtration process, man. You know what I'm saying? I encourage y'all to get in the sauna because a lot of the stuff that's potentially breathing in, eating and drinking in, these nanoparticulates that's in our food. What y'all know about October 4th? Huh? Right? Y'all ain't hit the October 4th? But getting in that sauna gets rid of more than just, you know what I'm talking about, just, impurities and toxins and all of that. Get rid of a lot of the nanoparticulates we be taking too. You know what I'm saying? We breathe it in, we drink them in, we eat them and all that crazy stuff, man.
Hey, you know, another reason why I probably ain't really mess with it. Because, man, you walk by there, man, you know what I'm saying, dudes be, you know what I'm saying, they act like they at you know what I'm saying, that they residential dwelling, you know what I mean? Like, dang, man.
You want to know something, though, Chris? Let me tell you a story, man. Pause, right? I'm in a gym one day, right? Now, mind you, Chris, this is like less than I'm like not even 2 years out of the joint yet. You hear me? And I go in the motherfucking gym in the sauna, and this old dude, not an old, but an older guy, he come in. Now, mind you, man, it's like 6, 7 grown men in the sauna. This nigga comes in the sauna, 7 niggas in the sauna, right? We chilling, and he busts down naked. Pause, right? And you know me, man, I'm lightweight kind of insty, man, Chris. You know, I'm like, bro, what is you doing, bro?
Bro,
nobody in here is naked. We all either got our drawers, boxers on, or shorts. No one is in here naked. Why would that be the thing you do when you come into a group of men, bro?
Bro, that's another reason why I ain't mess with it, bro. Like I said, I get on. Look, hey, they got the scale right next to it. You feel me? Like if I see, like, bro, I don't even be hardly looking over there, bro. It's like I be having straight tunnel vision. I get on that scale, you know what I'm saying, weigh myself, take a picture so I know how much, and go and walk on. Like, I don't even, because I ain't, it's like in that area, they got the shower, and that shit, you don't know what you gonna be looking at, bro. You feel me? So I just,
man, listen, but see, this is like I'm saying, this is why you're saying niggas be on some bullshit. Then at my gym, nothing against foreign people. It's a lot of foreigners at my gym, a lot of Eastern Europeans and stuff like that. So I don't know how they, they be having bathhouses and shit out there. I don't know what that shit is all about, but over here in America, buddy, we don't do that type. Listen, we do not do that here. Well, my man Travis,
they go in there sitting bare ass on there and everything.
On, man, you gotta have some drawers on at least, man.
They need to have some kind of, like, it need to be some kind of rules or something that be right there.
That's what I'm saying, Chris. Though, man.
Yeah,
it's the unspoken male man etiquette in the gym, man. If we got a sauna in our gym that we all got a membership to. Bro, why would we be in there naked, bro? Ever? Why? There's other men coming in and out of here constantly. The gym open at 5 a.m. and close at 11. So a range of rushes of people come in early, afternoon, late, whatever. Why would you ever be in there naked? As a man.
Then it's not even that large, man. It's like small and compact, man, so, but man, with something like that though, man, you got everything, because it's like right now, we had a whole renovation in the gym, man. It looks really good and everything and how it used to. Right. But it's like with something like that, you got to keep on point with the cleanliness and everything. You got to keep it septic, you know what I'm saying, to the point where it's so sterile, because everything got to be on point. And temperature, ventilation, because it's like one thing off is it can cause problems. But another thing that's good.
You're right in my gym. I gotta say that though. But when that shit happened though, I just had to check, dude, man. He was like the old school dude. I had to tell him, bro, fuck it, bro. For real. I bro, put a towel or something on my nigga, man. We ain't about to just be sitting up in here. We was chopping it up and having a conversation. This nigga come in, bust down, like, bro, what's wrong with you, bro? Silly looking.
Hey, he had his membership revoked, man.
He was an old Greek looking ass.
Lord, geez, that mercy.
He looked like one of them old Greek niggas, man. That's what he looked like. Like he's from Greece, like he was from Mykonos or some nothing.
Hey, when the mustache, they got the curl on both ends, curl up or something. Oh, hairy back, bareback ass. You know what I'm saying? Just come
That
on,
shit
bro.
had me salty as fuck, man. I
Oh
was
my
ready to
God,
slap
man.
shit out of that dude, man. For real, I was ready to slap fire out of that nigga, man.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you something that's good though. Cold showers.
Yeah.
Like if you just read up on like all the health benefits, but you gotta get to the point where it ain't easy if you try that first though. You know what I'm saying? But once you, the more you, or what you could do, you know what I'm saying, you could start off not with it cold and then end with it cold before you get out. But it's so many health benefits to that, man. It don't even make sense, man. But I that's something else. That and the intermittent fasting. You know what I'm saying? Those will get you right, man. And then now I don't wear that deodorant with the aluminum no more, man. I stopped wearing that type of deodorant like years ago, man.
You gotta
Gotta
get to the ingredients on your hygiene product, man. You know what I'm saying? But as far as crazy go, man, like I was just saying, man, you know what I mean? I'm not saying this is because I know if there's any critical thing in people tapping in, which I know it is. Am I saying that Crazy deserve what happened to him? No. That's not what I'm saying. Let me be clear. Let me come up real quick. Because like I said, I'm not stupid and I'm not naive. And I know people be listening, you know, so you never know who's watching. I'm not saying that Crazy deserve what happened to him for being, and I want y'all to understand this, to some levels, wittingly involved in everything he was ever doing in his music career. Because you ain't going to tell me he wasn't familiar with this very Lucerne, Saturn, Serpentine-esque energy field content, right? You ain't going to sit here and tell me he wasn't already aware of any of that, especially considering who his older brother is. Never really got into who they pops was, but I understand that. Though I don't think that Kermit is the main culprit of this. Never really looked into who they pops or anybody like that is, though. But this stuff is generational, as we see. And, you know, I'm not saying that what everybody could probably surmise from everything I said tonight, though, but this is what I am saying. This is what I am exactly saying. He definitely created the environment, especially energetically, for what's happening to him to happen to him. How about that? I think that's pretty fair, as we all do. I want y'all to understand that. Damn, man, you saying he got sarcoidosis and he played a part in that? Yes. Yes, nigga. Yes. Whether you want to realize that or accept it or not, you know, that's really irrelevant. You know, don't negate the fact. What did Quay say? It's strange to y'all, but in some places that have saunas, it's common practice to sit in the sauna naked. Well, yeah, like I say, not in America. Like I said, that's that European shit, man. That's that fun boy European shit. We don't do that over here in America. We men. We ain't about to just be sitting around each other naked, chopping it up in the sauna, hot and sweaty, man. That sounds, what? Come on, man. Pause, man. You know what I'm talking about? Just sitting in a compact. It's not like it's no, it's sitting in the sauna, a compact room with 7, 8 other guys in the sauna. Now, mind you, it's very healthy, very good for you, but one thing we're not going to do is be sitting around each other naked. Yeah, that shit is common in other countries like Europe, or, you know, continents, Europe, Eastern Europe. Definitely not an American thing. Yeah, like we said, in private gyms, not public gyms. Right. Like I know it happens, but this is the whole reason why I was about to slap the fuck out of dude, because this is not a private gym. This is a very public gym. A little kid could pull up in here, bro. A little 6-year-old, a 7, or a little a fucking 14, or hold on, what's the youngest person? A 10-year-old, I think, is the youngest, can be up in here. You feel me, OG, man? Come on, man. You can't be up in the sauna. Listen, we up in the sauna chopping it, popping it, you know what I'm saying, having a grown man conversation, chopping it up about various things, and then your freaky ass want to come in here and bust down naked in front of 7, 8 other dudes in a sauna. No one in here is naked, bro. No one. I mean, we got our tops popped, but we ain't in there naked. We got either shorts, trunks, or boxers on. We ain't in there just completely naked, though. Like, come on, man. Tighten up, man. That was hella fun boy energy right there. That shit had me saw this fun because I'm about to slap fire out of that dude, man. Instantly got on some penitentiary shit. Instantly got on some isty shit. It was about to slap fire out of that nigga. You hear me?
Yeah, man. You would think that's common sense, man. That's just like even.
I mean, you feel what I'm saying, though, Chris? Yeah. I mean, come on, God. We ain't in no fucking Europe. This ain't a private gym.
Yeah, that's just like if it was like an all black gym or something. I highly doubt black men gonna be in there. You know, now unless it was a black gym, but it was a alphabet mafia type style.
Right,
that'd be
right. You know, they might be on that fun boy ass.
Right. But other than that, yeah, people shouldn't even be getting out of the showers though. You'll see you be walking, like where the sauna and then the showers, and then they got the stalls over here, so you could be walking. You know what I'm saying? Like put the towel on before you jump out the shower. You know what I mean? Like before you jump out the shower, you're not at your house, man. Right. Wrap a towel around you or something. They just get out and be standing there and just, you feel me? Like, and you just be walking and you see a glimpse of peripheral, be like, what the, you feel me? Right. You got to switch your mind and like, what the fuck? You feel me? You go in, you use the bathroom and go and get the hell up out of there. It'd be weird though, bro. It do be weird though, bro. Yeah, but, yeah, women, they'll do stuff like that. You know how they do. They be
that's cool.
Having women slumber parties and all that kind of stuff, and you know how they do, man.
Niggas ain't doing no shit like that.
Nah, hell nah. Hey, yo, bro. Hey, let me say this though. Hey, especially black man. Black man ain't even allowed to smoke no hookah. You know what I'm saying? If they catch you smoking hookah, black women gonna be calling your names. You feel me? You can't even smoke no hookah. I mean, I don't really smoke. I have smoked hookah.
I was just say I don't even that hookah shit. That seems like some feminine shit, man.
Hold on. I have smoked hookah. You know what I'm saying? But it ain't like my go-to. It ain't like It ain't like hey man, let's go get some hookah. You feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying?
It just seems like something. Hey Chris, it just seems like something to me that chicks do. I don't. It just don't.
Yeah, I do. Bro, like it's crazy. Like. But yeah, that's how a lot of black women be like, oh, if he smoke hookah, then he's, alphabet, this and that, soy boy, Fruity Loop, whatever, you know what I'm saying? But I don't think there's nothing wrong with me smoking hookah, but that ain't no go-to for me. Like, you feel me?
When I'm thinking about kicking it with the homies, I like, let's get to the hookah. Like, man, niggas ain't about to the hookah joint.
Let's go get some beer.
I blow trees, man.
Let's go. Ciroc, some Ciroc and fruity watermelon hookah. Like, get the hell out of here.
Bullshit out of here. I see like some shit. I just see like some shit chicks. Some shit chicks do, man. I ain't knocking. Hey, listen, I ain't knocking nobody that do hookah. If that's your thing, that's your twist. As a guy, that's your thing. I'm just saying that just doesn't seem like a very manly thing to do. It doesn't seem like something it seems like something chicks do. Right?
Yeah, but look, when I said if it's dudes, they smoking hookah, right? I ain't got a problem with it, but if you got the the hookah set up at your crib, you feel me?
Man, nigga got the bag, got the shelf in a cut with hella flavors and shit in that motherfucker. You talking about?
Hey, with the gold handle.
Shut up, man.
Hey, it's dudes out here though. It might be a couple listening to shit. Let me put my hookah. They might be smoking hookah right now. Listen to this thing. You feel me? But
niggas like I smoking hookah, like, oh, you niggas trying to see me, bro. Like, shut up.
They ain't about to unsubscribe.
Like I said, that's your thing. That's your thing. Don't let my opinion have dominion over your decision. If you like to smoke hookah, nigga, do your thing. I'm just saying, from my perspective, it just doesn't seem like something guys do, like men do. It just doesn't,
Yeah, because
It's a couple
Yeah.
of hookah lounges in my city, though, man. I ain't never been to any of them, but I heard there would be some little chicks up there. Like I said, chicks, hookah, chicks. Like,
do love that. Chicks love the hookah. They definitely love the hookah. You know what I'm saying? But
see, look at the way. I've only done hookah once. I didn't like it, but there were more men in there than women when I went. It was years ago, though. Laugh out loud. I think it's dumb anyway. It dude just looks stupid too. Like, yeah, we just hookah like a bong, but it's not weed and it's like fruity flavored shit. Like that shit just seemed corny, man.
Yeah, when I have done it, it ain't like I said, it ain't my go-to. You know what I'm saying? If
like
I'm
a
gonna smoke,
spur of the moment, I understand. You probably was with the chick where you were a chick and she went to the hookah, took her to the hookah spot. I would imagine it was that type of situation. You went like, hey, bro, let's go to the hookah spot. Like,
if I
was involved.
Hookah spot, I was with a female. You know what I'm saying?
See what I'm saying?
Right.
You was with a chick. You feel me?
Right.
That's like a nigga going to go get a pedicure or something, man. You ain't going by yourself to get a pedicure, man. You probably gonna go with a little bird or something like that. You ain't gonna go up there. I don't know. Some of you niggas might go by yourself though.
Hold on, I know, dude. They ain't fruity, but they will get the. You know what I'm saying? They get the pedicure. You know what I'm saying? And post it on the story. You know what I'm saying? I don't see nothing wrong with that. You know, hey, you take care of yourself. Women do like that.
They done raw. We're going to get to them.
I ain't never went solo dolo. I agree with you. I ain't never went solo dolo to none of that though. I have gone, but
hey, nothing wrong with going to get a pedicure as a man though. I just talking shit.
Hey, now the hand stuff though, bro. I ain't with all. I mean, you know what I'm saying. I mean, one time, you know, I was with a chick. She recommended it, but that ain't something that you ain't gonna just catch me. Just hey, you know what? I need to get a manicure. You know what I'm saying? I ain't. Bro, these dudes out here, bro, they up here. They ain't just putting a little gloss clear thing that's supposed to help the nail. They doing their NBA YoungBoy, Kid Cudi, Machine Gun Kelly paint. Type of this one is pink, this one is black, this one is blue color. I ain't with all that, bro. I ain't with all that.
Yeah,
Enough.
KRAYZIE and them used to be wearing the beads and shit in their hair. They had the skull beads and the metal beads at the end of their braids.
Hey, that look kind of hard though with the skull ones. So I ain't, you know what I'm saying. But if it's like barrettes, hey, Sauce Walker, he be wearing the barrette. You know, Sauce Walker, he be wearing the, you know. It's too much fruity colors and stuff out here too. That these
you niggas start wearing beads in your hair, man. That's terrible. Barrettes, nigga, what?
Bro, I'm gonna tell you what I can't stand though. I mean, I see, you know, a lot of people they wearing their pouches and everything or whatever.
Oh my god, man.
Bro, I seen Gates, Kevin Gates, bro. He was in some picture I seen, dude. I don't care what nobody say. That's a purse. This dude, no, this dude had on them, and I seen her. They wearing purses.
Yeah, niggas wearing purses, man.
Bro, I ain't wearing no purse. I don't care how hard it get out here. I ain't painting my nails. I ain't wearing no purse. Nah, bro. Nope. I ain't coloring my nails. I ain't none of that, man.
None of that.
Now I ain't gonna lie though. That with the jeans though, you know, I'm one of them dudes that, you know, I used to always wear everything back. I mean, like 3 times baggy. You know what I'm saying? Now I try not to wear baggy, you know, because I do be working out, so I want to show the muscles off for the ladies and everything. You feel me? So I wear more, you know. But I used to say I ain't never gonna wear the skinny jeans. You know what I'm saying? But I wear them a lot more fitted now. But you know, cause I used to wear baggy everything, bro. You know how I used to be. You know how I used to be, man. Wear the white tees, black tees, everything 3X. You feel? But I ain't.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying, man. You know, and that's one of the reasons why I had the show tonight, Uncle Diddy, because I'm just saying, you know what I mean? When you be a part of this music industry, man, you know what I'm saying? You know, the outcome of it, you coming out unscathed, man, is slim to none. You know.
Hey, OG said Gates be wearing the fanny pack purse with the feathers in. Hey, he do though.
He be killing me with that shit, man. For real, when they be having feathers in his head like this.
Yeah. And he didn't have a purse on with the fanny pack, like OG said. Then he'd turn around and be saying some old gangster killing type shit. You feel me? Like, he got a whole purse on talking about, you know, he be talking about, because if you a wolf, I'm gonna know you a wolf. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna stand on that. You know how he be talking to.
This is the same dude that had the nerve to sit up there out his mouth and say, man, real niggas eat booty. Like, no, the fuck we don't.
And say it with a straight face.
With a straight, like, he said it like that, like niggas like, no, nigga, I don't, this.
Hey, I ride with the music, bro, but I'm gonna tell you, though, like, straight up, though, I mess with the music, but straight up, bro, he be on some weirdo stuff. Like if Like I can't just sit here and unsee and unhear some of the stuff that come out of his mouth. Like dude be on some weird, like he was saying something about he do stuff with the dolls and the dolls need to do. I don't know what this dude be on, bro. He be tripping. Dude be on some, I don't know what kind of gas he smoking. You feel me? Like shit, he was some nuclear.
That's that music industry kush.
Lord Jesus.
He said Gates with the shenanigans, bro. He said you can always depend on old Gates to hit you with some of them old shenanigans, man. You know what I mean?
Hey, most people don't say nothing about it. What's crazy though about it though? He'll be in an interview, say some crazy. He'll be making sense. He'll be like, "Oh yeah, that makes sense." Then he'll just say some old off the wall. You'll be like, "What the?" It's like he'll say something that makes sense. Then he'll say something off the wall, and it'll totally disregard everything he just said, man.
That's how most of these people are, man. You know. So you got to ask yourself if they doing this stuff intentionally or are they being silly?
Oh man,
right?
Yeah.
Like I say though, man. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
Alphabet Mafia.
In reference to our brother Crazy Bone, man. You know what I mean? I just wanted to connect the dots on this situation, y'all, to let you know, man, that you know, there's some things that could be argued about this, man. You feel me? And not just that though, but look at the people who we knowingly had this same so-called dis-ease where they don't know how it comes about or nothing like that. And then look at what they was doing. They were in the process of doing or trying to accomplish up until they untimely passed as a result of so-called sarcoidosis. Bernie Mac. You know? Y'all remember the movie Minority Report? Y'all remember who's seen Minority Report? Put the number 11 in the chat if you remember the movie or seen the movie Minority Report. Huh? Right? Y'all remember this from the movie? The Sick Sticks. Huh? Versus hitting you with an actual weapon, what they would do is they would hit you with a sick stick, which was a weapon, a directed energy weapon that released the frequency that would automatically trigger either your anal or your digestive functions or both. Huh? Exactly. Or not only that, though, they could also make you take a shit. Directed energy weapons. Now, ask yourself the question, man. What frequency is being emitted that could sync and link with your input-output carrier signal that could cause you to instantaneously regurgitate, upchuck, spew, blow chunks, right? So just think about that, man. Think about what type of tech goes into that, something like that. Mm-hmm. Y'all know about October 4th? think I'm gonna do a show on Saturday about October 4th. Y'all heard about what's going on October 4th? Allegedly. I know what's going on October 4th in my city.
Testing something
Yeah,
national
allegedly, man. I know I ain't worried about that. And I just think this is kind of strange now that I've looked into that. The Wu-Tang gonna be here on the 4th. Wu-Tang, Nas, and De La Soul at the Schottenstein Arena. And I'm definitely in the building. Definitely got my ticket. I'm about to order my Timbs and stuff tomorrow. My Wu-Tang joints. He said, moving the scene from the movie The International when dude got touched on the shoulder and he died with the seconds of being touched. Yeah, man. Right? Now think about this though, right? Y'all remember this? This is here recently, right? Right? Y'all remember this was recently. Was this it? Nah, this ain't it. Hold on, I'm about to bring it up for y'all, man. Hold on, man. Hold on real quick, y'all. Huh? Y'all remember this?
This week has been good bipartisan cooperation.
That boy Mitch McConnell look bad. You hear me?
out here glitching.
Yeah, man, I've been telling y'all about these dude. They're called dews. Dews, as in Mountain Dew. Or Baltimore, what it do? You hear me? Directed energy weapons. Huh? Y'all that been tapping with me for a long time. How long am I telling y'all about directed energy weapons, man? You hear me? Y'all think HARP is, man. Yeah, and he didn't even really glitch, though, man. He was activated, man. Listen, I keep telling y'all, MK Ultra is very real. They call that nigga Mitch the Glitch. But it really wasn't a glitch, though, y'all, man. Pay attention. I'm about to break it down to y'all.
And a string
Watch the lady in the green. Watch her. This is his handler, whoever this lady is. These two guys right here, they're in on it as well, especially this guy right here to his right. She tapped his arm. Did y'all peep? Did any of y'all peep watching the original? Did y'all peep that? Notice how he was somewhat speaking pretty much legibly
to finishing the
before that happened.
Path to finishing the NDA this week.
Now listen, notice where this chick came from, right? Now, what was he talking about? Right? He's talking about non-disclosure agreements. Tap in.
It's been good bipartisan cooperation. NDA this week to finishing the NDA this week has been good bipartisan cooperation and a string of
Look at him. He's in on it. He's in on it. It's like Mitch McConnell deteriorating it within the past year or two.
Okay, Mitch. Anything else you want to say? Or should I go back to your office? Do you want to say anything else to the press? Okay.
Do y'all understand what he was about to start talking about?
And it's been good bipartisan.
She came from out of nowhere, right?
After finishing the NDA this week, it's been good bipartisan cooperation and a string of
right? Said him and Biden in the same boat. Yeah, man. You know. Shout out to KRAYZIE Bone, man. You know. Let's hope that brother get better, man. I mean, goddamn, man. Yeah. I wonder how many people noticed that when they first seen that interview. That thing stuck out to me so clear. She came out the cut, too. Like, as soon as he was talking about them NDAs, non-disclosure agreements. They're talking about lighting up with the restrictions with the FOIA and all that stuff, man. You know, a lot of them so-called government secrets, man. They just, listen here, man. Y'all better understand what's going on, man. You did. Yeah, you could tell somebody sent her in there, man. She came out the cut.
NDA. After finishing the NDA this week, it's been good bipartisan cooperation and a string of
Look at them two dudes.
He looked like what's the name's character from the first X-Men movie when he played Senator Kelly and he came out the ocean and shit and he looked all slimy and stuff. That's what Mitch McConnell look right now.
Hey, look how the two dudes right there on to the left, how they was looking like when he started. Like when he started, what you call?
Yeah, they all in on it, man.
Yeah.
And that's the reason why I showed y'all that, just so y'all can see what that stuff looked like in real time, man. You feel me? Yeah, she ran it down fucking zigzag slant. God damn it. She ran a slant route, man, to get to that man and tapped him. So it was so obvious. Like people watched that and then I'm like, oh man, they didn't see that. Y'all ain't see that? He said, bro, like you peers. Oh man, he definitely stood there like he pissed on himself though, man. Like, bro, what is you doing, man? Right? Tomorrow night, I'm gonna surprise y'all, man. We're gonna talk about something tomorrow night, man. You know, it's ladies' night. I would do the financial awareness show over here, but no, I ain't gonna do that. Right. I got a special show for y'all tomorrow for ladies' night, man. You hear me? Next Thursday, we're gonna get right back at it. We're gonna be in the H Lofts. You understand what I'm saying? We're gonna be right back at it. Thursday night, financial awareness with my girl Yabi. You understand me? But I got some things I gotta take care of, but I ain't gonna be done till like about to like about 8. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to keep extending it. You know what I'm talking about? So, you know, we're going to get straight to it. And I got a nice surprise for y'all tomorrow, man. You know what I'm talking about? It's going to be a beautiful thing, man. Smash that like button, click the bell, subscribe to the page. You did. Share on your social engineering, man. All right. So I just think when that comes to our brother Krayzie Bone, man, you know. East 99 is where you find me, stinging my yo, baby.
Cleveland is the city where we come from. So
you know what I'm talking about, man? We can't deny the impact that the brothers that sit up there and had on the game, man. You know what I mean? We can't sit up there and do that. I wasn't even there. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, these dudes is legendary, man. But you know, our brother KRAYZIE, unfortunately, then came down with some type of sickness that's been ailing him for the past 5-6 years. You know what I'm talking about? And we're like 7-8 now. You feel me? And you know, it's unfortunate, man, but you know, dealing with these people in this industry and all that, y'all always got to keep in mind that everything ain't what it is, man. Everything isn't what it seems. You feel me? Y'all remember that famous line from Alice in Wonderland? All right. I remember that famous line from Alice in Wonderland. Right? This is what a lot of chicks think like, and this is how actual society is to an extent. If I had a world of my own, everything would be nonsense. Nothing would be what it is because everything would be what it isn't. And contrary-wise, what it is, it wouldn't be. And what it wouldn't be, it would. You see? Right? I hope that don't confuse any of y'all. All right. That's why I blew it up on the screen like that. How many of y'all know a chick who got this type of mentality? I know a lot of niggas with this, not guys with this mentality. Nothing would be what it is because everything would be what it isn't. Contrary, what it is, it wouldn't be. And what it wouldn't be, it would. You see? Y'all remember this famous line from Alice in Wonderland? Right? Tap in, walk with us, y'all, man. I'm glad that y'all came out tonight. Man, let's get A Real Talk Podclass numbers up. Share on your social engineering. Tell all your friends and family to tap in. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. We should be back popping on A Real Talk Podcast on Saturday. All right. You know, I ain't contesting nothing though, man. I just say if you lose the monetization, I'll lose it. But let me tell y'all something, man. Getting monetized ain't all it's cracked up to be. It's a lot of efforty going on with the I don't know if it's just me. Maybe some people just run with the smooth with this. I don't know, but for some reason, for me, that it's a process going on right now. Right. You know, smash that like button, click the bell, subscribe to the page, y'all. Listen, man, I appreciate everybody coming out tonight, man. Tomorrow night, we're going to get to it. I got something special for y'all. Y'all going to love it. You know what I'm saying? When I make the post, y'all going to see it on the thing, on the joint. You know what I'm talking about? I'm going to share it on Facebook and all of that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all tap in, walk with me. You did. tap in and walk with me. Understand what I'm saying, man? Hey, man, let's hope our brother Crazy Bone gets better faster than, ASAP. You know?
Exactly. Pray for Crazy.
Right, yeah, definitely pray for Crazy, man. And even though, man, we put ourselves in the situations that most of us find ourselves in, man, I ain't about to sit up here and be saying somebody what somebody deserves either, man. I ain't just saying, that ain't my style, man. It ain't up to me to decide what somebody deserves, especially when it's like a life in the, when it takes certain things, and you know what I mean. You gotta keep things in perspective, man. You know what I'm talking about, man. You know what I'm saying? But the brother Crazy get better. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I mean? And you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he also has Spread the Love Foundation too, man.
Yeah, that's what I said. They do a lot of stuff up there in Cleveland that I'm told, man, from what I've done research into, man. They got hella love up there, man. So, this ain't just like, trying to paint a picture that Crazy Bone got sarcoidosis because he sacrificed something to the devil or something like that. Huh? Like that's not possible. That's not a thing. All right.
Yeah, I never heard anybody ever say anything about them, just like in a crazy way or anything like that. And like I said, I'm from Cleveland, man. East Cleveland, Glenville, same area where they from. So, they some stand up men. What they do. I mean, none of us are perfect. A lot of times, especially with artists, they come in one way and, but then, they make a transition. But even with the parts of the music that we don't necessarily, agree with, they did have them other bangers too. That was more just on some like just positivity and just kind of make you sit back and think about like Crossroads, things of that nature. But yeah, man, just prayers up for him and his family and what they've been dealing with, because he's been dealing with it for a minute. You know what I'm saying, for years. So it's just most people really just now even know anything about that now until now. You know what I'm saying? So
I know I am.
It's just but like I said, he's been battling things throughout the years. You know what I'm saying? God has allowed him to continue to, push through, and hopefully this is just just a little minor setback. You know what I'm saying, for another major comeback.
I hope so too, man.
They still ain't really got their flowers, man. Really, for real. Like as far as just, I don't think so. I don't think they get the response. I still just don't think for what they accomplished. Because we, what I'm saying, we already know this, man. Like music back in that day, like you actually really had to have talent, man. You had to really be good. You couldn't just hide behind a beat and mumble some stuff, like, you know what I'm saying. Sometimes you got people, they might have not had the best beats, but whether they was singing, whether they was rapping, whether they was doing both, harmonizing, you just had to be on point. And
definitely,
it wasn't about just trying to get some clicks and make some money for a quick little second or moment. Because I remember one time he was talking about, like, he's on some next level type stuff, man. He really is. Like, you already know that. You know what I'm saying? You touched on like with his podcast, but I remember he was talking about, he was saying like he says artists, we just need to make sure that like artists, like he was saying as far as rap music, he's saying rap music needs to take care of their legends a lot better than what they do, especially as compared to how other genres of music do their legends. And then he was also talking about, he was saying that there really should be like a training, like almost a school for like rappers, where basically like you have to go through things to be able to know how to make a beat, know how to, you know what I'm saying, put your rhymes and everything together, know about producing, know about how to like know what's a good contract versus what's a bad contract, how to be able to negotiate, so you don't get these backdoor deals and things. Like, that's the type of things that he would also talk about too. And I know he was working to bring things like that forth, just with not only speaking about it, but, just trying to bring it to fruition. So, like I said, it's just, this whole situation, man, you already know, just like I know, and everybody listening, again, this is one of these mysterious type of diseases where literally it's unknown the cause, but part of it could be hereditary, and then You know, the rest of it is when some unknowns, you know, agent or whatever, you know, pathogen, you know, you get exposed to it via the environment or something from the outside that, you know what I mean? So like I said, man, it's just, you know, we'll see. So man, what happens with everything. But they legends, man. They legends. They did their thing. That's just like UGK. You know what I'm saying? I remember you was doing a video about you know what I'm saying, Pimp C, you know what I'm saying? Rest in peace. You know what I'm saying? They legends too. I still don't think in the rap game, I don't think they get nowhere near the recognition that and yeah, other genres of music like rock and roll and all of that. Yeah, they always talk about their legends and bring them up and talk about their contributions and everything. But that's just like when what's the name was going at Bone, Migos. You know, they was going getting real disrespectful, and then you know, Bone Busy was the one that was really he made like a couple CDs, and he was going in. And I remember he was on that Breakfast Club interview, and he was like, "Yeah, I went in on him, but he's like, I ain't go in like how I could go in, because I can go in." And I remember one time Lazy Bone, he was the one that really just was like, bleep these moles, because Offset had said something, kind of says, no, one of them said something about his wife, like, oh, well, your wife will like one of us young dudes. She the type that'll like one of us young dudes over you or something. And I remember Lazy Bone, he got on like an IG live. He said, man, he's like, man, fuck that nigga. You know what I'm saying? And he's like, blah, 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 and he went in. And so, like, all I'm saying, like, with something like that, it goes back to what Crazy Bone was saying, is like, it's not a respect level. Like it don't always have to be like, you know, older artists have to be beefing with younger artists and vice versa. But like, you can't sit up, like Migos came out, was like, oh, you know, I understand them thinking they the best, but anybody with common sense and ears know, if you listen to Migos rapping, that's how they rap. You know what I'm saying? That's like Bone Thugs. You feel me? That's some Bone Thugs, and then try to pretend like, you know, like you don't know who Bone Thugs is, or they ain't. Get the hell out of here, like, you feel me? So, you know, it is what it is. But they end up making amends. They call Lazy Bone and apologize. Because even 21 Savage had got into that. 21 Savage had gotten into that little beef. That dude Block Boy from Memphis, Block Boy JB, he only had one hit. He got in it, was running his mouth. But what people don't know is behind the scenes, they made amends to Bone and shit. You know what I'm saying? And you know, that's one thing about them, man. It's like even with that verses, like Bone is well connected. You know what I'm saying? One of the people they connected. Yeah, is what's his name? Steve Lobel. That dude is, you know, Steve Lobel? Yeah. Yeah, that dude is one of the most connected dudes in the industry that I've seen. And he been rocking with them. He's rocking with Nipsey as well. You know what I'm saying? Before a lot of people was even messing with him. And that's just like with that versus, right? That situation that happened. Like, yeah, 3-6, they had their people there. But the thing about it is, you know what I'm saying, if something really went left, and 3-6 Mafia, and they people know this, they was out in California. You know what I'm saying? Like Bone is, especially in California, like they well connected. You see what I'm saying? So it wouldn't have ended well. You feel me? And so, and that same way with Migos and this and that. And I'm not saying they're not connected and stuff like that, but Bone connected to the point where they can have horrible promotion and everything like that. No matter what city they touch down, whether it's in the United States or overseas, they always gonna have, you know what I'm saying, like a place full of people rocking with them. You know what I'm saying, and coming to their shows and supporting them, and not even just on those show type stuff neither. you've been solid like that through the years, man. So ain't none of us perfect and everything, but shit, even my interactions with them, you know what I'm saying? It was never on, you know, I didn't get no like, oh, you know, we're so, you know, everybody's beneath us type. That's not, they didn't come like that. You feel me? So, like I said, man, I'm giving them their props, they flowers, they put it down for the city, and nobody ever did it like that. You know what I'm saying? Coming from the city like that, you know what I'm saying? And Cleveland, man, a lot of people don't know about Cleveland. Last time I say, a lot of people don't really know about Cleveland. It's like people might not know about Columbus, right? You know what I'm saying? You know, they be more in tune with, you know, LA and New York and Chicago, you know, maybe Detroit, Atlanta. But like Cleveland is similar to like Chicago. I haven't been to Detroit yet. I knew some solid dudes from Detroit that I was cool with, but I've never been to Detroit. But Cleveland remind me of like Chicago. It's just not as big as Chicago. And what a lot of people don't know, man, Cleveland, you can get some real good food there. Some of the best food you ever gonna taste in this country, probably in the world, in Cleveland. You always gonna have something to do if you want to go hang out. But one thing, and you're gonna have great care if something happens to you health wise. They got some of the best hospitals, you know what I'm saying, in the world. Cleveland Clinic, University Hospital. But one thing else about Cleveland is it's a very violent city. You know what I'm saying? And unless you really from there, you don't really know. Like, it's so violent to the point, and it's not me celebrating, but I'm just saying it's so violent to the point where shit, they even robbed the NFL players on the Browns. They numerous. Deshaun Watson, Greg Newsom, like numerous, and took their cars and everything. You know what I'm saying? Like back in the day, you know, all that, you know, mafia stuff. People just think of Chicago and New York. But what a lot of people don't realize is a lot of that stuff was going on in the city. You know what I'm saying? We got a whole little section called Little Italy where you know, things, you know what I'm saying? So like I said, it's just, unless you really from there, the most people that know about Cleveland is, oh, well, you know, they sports team suck. And then they'll make their little weak jokes about that. But the thing about it, I'm going to say this one other thing. There was a time back in the day where Death Row was having, you know, they was having their concerts, you know, it was Suge, Suge and you know, Snoop and Snoop Dogg and Tupac, and they was in Cleveland. You know what I'm saying? That's how Bone ended up getting cool with, like, because they was beefing at first. It was a beef with them and like Dog Pound, but they got cool. They real cool with Corrupt now, and like I said, a lot of West Coast people. But it was a situation where they was all in backstage or something, and you know, Suge in there, you know, he trying to do his Suge thing where he's, you know, he's like, hey, you know, I'm Suge, I'm the big guy on campus, and you know, Bone, they was in there, and Lazy Bone, he did like the leader. You know what I'm saying? He liked the spokesperson. So he like the spokesperson / leader, but then Flesh is like the leader too, but more so behind the scene. And then the Muscle more so is like Wish. KRAYZIE, he like the chemist. You know what I'm saying? Busy, he like the just like the rider, like, you know, go to get it done. High energy, you feel me? And he helped bring that harmony. And so, but like I said, KRAYZIE, the chemist, he produced, he you know, put stuff together for him. And so they was out there, Suge, you know, trying to boss hog. And Lazy Bone told him, they got into a Lazy Bone told him, he said, hey, look, man, he said, you in Cleveland, man. He said, you better pipe down for you won't make it out this bitch alive. And so all I'm saying is a lot of people don't know about that. You feel me? Like, just like Tupac. You know what I'm saying? Tupac, when he was locked up, that's what got him through, listening to Crossroads. You feel me? And then that's when they ended up hooking up, and him and Busy got like several songs together. You know what I'm saying? They ain't even been released because he met Busy first, and then he met the rest of them. But like I said, man, these guys are legends, man. They made songs with Easy.
Definitely are legends, though.
They with Tupac, all that, man. Big Pun, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, man, they just, you know, hopefully, you know, like I said, he'll pull through, and we got to give people their flowers while they're here, man. That's what we got to do. We got to stop all this fake shit. You know what I'm saying? We wait till people get, you know, something happen to them or they not here no more, and then we want to do all that. You know,
that the biggest fans and.
Yeah, that shit fake as hell, bro.
And all that shit.
Yeah, you know, so, but like I said, man, it's just, like I said, these dudes, man, they some solid dudes, man. You from Ohio, shit, I know, you know what I'm saying? You from Ohio, we cut from a different cloth, man. We the heartland of this country. That's why the state is shaped like a heart. You know what I'm saying? If you look at a lot of your products and everything you got in your household, wherever, a lot of it came out of Ohio, whether it was Mansfield, Columbus, wherever. So, you know what I'm saying? It's, you know, like I said, man, it's just, you know, we built different. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah, you ain't gonna find no Polish boy down here in the equator. This Columbus, this ain't Cleveland. You ain't gonna find a Polish boy in Cleveland, Ohio. You ain't gonna find that nowhere else in the world. You ain't gonna find a Polish.
They got him in Cleveland.
You gotta go to Cleveland to get a Polish boy.
Yeah, they got him in Cleveland. Yeah. That's like in Cleveland, we got all kind of different Latinos. We don't just have no Mexican. We got Mexicans, we got Cubans, we got Puerto Ricans. You know what I'm saying? Dominican, we got all of that. You feel me? East side, the west side. We got the flats, which is downtown. That's like underground. You know what I'm saying? Of the downtown. You know, so like I said, man, it's
yeah, Cleveland is popping though. I like Cleveland, man. It's just that drive up there, man.
Yeah. Yeah, no doubt, man. We always got something going on in the city, man.
That's crazy. But yeah, though, man, we got to get up out of here, man. You know what I'm saying? My brother Chris Norwood in the building. I wanted them to tap in because we was talking about my man Crazy Bone, man. Hope he get better, man. Shout out to the whole Bone, the whole Cleveland. Hope everything work out with the brother. You know what I'm saying, man? But taking into consideration some of the stuff I said tonight, man. You know, and like I said, man, since there's no known causes, it could be argued, man. Right? So you want to smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page, man. Chris, thank you for coming up, man. You know you always more than welcome to tap in, bro.
Hey, man, no doubt, man. Thanks for having me on the show, man. Great show as usual, man.
Man, you already know, bro. You already know, my brother.
No doubt, man. Peace.
All right. Shout out to my brother Chris Norwood, man. You know what I'm talking about, in the building. OH10 Cleveland. Thanks everybody for tapping in, man. You know what I'm talking about. Shout out to Crazy, man. You know what I mean? Goddamn, man. You hear me, man? Goddamn. You hear me? Very unfortunate, man. Very unfortunate. Let's hope the brother gets better. You dig? And yeah, man. Y'all sit up there and have a good evening. Smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page, man. We're gonna leave y'all. What y'all know about this right here, man? This is one of my favorite songs by my man Crazy Bone, man. You understand me, man? When this song came out, you know what I'm talking about? We used to be sitting in the whip and we just roll up and just play this song, man. You know what I'm talking about? And vibe out, as y'all would say nowadays, man. Smash that like button, click on the subscribe. We'll see y'all tomorrow, man. Surprise show. I ain't gonna say pride, but it's not a surprise show, but we're gonna talk about something. See, you know, it's ladies' night, so it's gonna be something about the ladies. You know, you know, I gotta give y'all at least one night, ladies, man. We're gonna sit up there and talk about something, and we're gonna see what y'all gotta say if y'all pull up and tap in, man. Hit that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page, share social media, everything y'all for coming out. Y'all could be anywhere in the else in the world, but y'all right here with me. And I appreciate that, man, y'all.
I was just wondering if you would like to spend some time with a real nigga. Maybe come over to my place, drink some Grey Goose, and smoke some fine marijuana. I knew you would. So why don't me and you just go hop in my ride and do what grown folks do? I know you're smoking, baby. Come on and hit on me. I like to get high. I know you're smoking, baby. Come on and hit on me. Rise and pull on my way. I know you're smoking, baby. Come on and hit on me. I like to get high. I know you're smoking, baby. Come on and close your eyes and pull on my way. Would you like to come in? Smoke with me. Would you like to come and get high? We're smoking lovely, 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 lovely. I can make you fly. I can make you fly. I can make you fly. I know you're smoking, baby. Come on and hit me. I like to get high. I know you're smoking, baby. Come on and hit me. Rise and pull on my way. I know you're smoking, baby. Come on and hit me. I like to get high. I know you're smoking, baby. Come on and close your eyes and pull on my way. Would you like to come in? Smoke with me. Would you like to come and get high? We're smoking lovely, 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 lovely. I can make you fly. I can make you fly. I can make you fly. I know you're smoking.